Derek McKinn is the bookie's favourite to become the next Hearts manager, and he could be becoming the next Hearts manager sooner than you think. Welcome back to Fog Football. A wee bit of a comatose state recently, but you know what? We're here to talk about it. Derek McKinn's Hearts manager. A lot of people thought, well, it's going to be next season. Well, the rumours are, all right, the rumours are that Derek McKinn's is going to take over after this weekend, which of course would leave two matches. Now, I'm not really up to date with what teams Hearts are taking on in the next three matches because, you know, that's the Diddy bottom six. I don't have to worry about that, thankfully. But in terms of obviously Kelly and Hearts, it's weird that Derek McInnes could potentially be taking this job with with two games to go. Why not just wait to the end of the season? Like, what is the actual benefit? If anything, I think it's a negative because what if he draws or loses? Then it's like an immediate, you know, it's an immediate like black mark on his career as Hearts manager. So I think they should avoid that, and just for the sake of it, you know, for the people out there that have OCD, I think it would just be a lot neater if he just waited. I mean, we're not in what we're not in February, man. We're approaching. By the time he gets appointed, it's going to be this time. Well, I mean, it could be Monday, right? And the day's what, the 8th, so you know, the 9th. So at the 12th, of May, Derek McInnes is probably looking to be appointed Hearts manager. And that's if it goes through. Now, Craig Gordon came out and said that the next Hearts manager must have a personality. So what exactly the club looking for? Personality, did Neil Critchley have personality? I don't think he did. I mean, I don't think he had anything. He didn't have any tactics, no charisma, no personality, no idea. Just he was awful, man. An absolute idiotic managerial hiring. And I tell you what, there's going to be a lot of talk about idiotic managerial hiring very soon if Rangers get their man. What's his name? Danny Roll. Danny Roll. I mean, no, no. I mean, that has just got Neil Critchley written all over it. Now, follow the Hearts, and you can't go wrong. The line from the Edinburgh Club's anthem seems a tad out of place these days as it bellows around a gloomy Tyne Castle. As the takeaway here on BBC Sport Scotland, of course, has a lot of depression floating about. Now, obviously, Derek McInnes, he is the fans' front runner. A lot of people want him. Hell, Ewan Cameron wants Derek McInnes. But a lot of people also want John McGlin. Now, why wouldn't John McGlin be welcome back at Hearts? Well, it's not like the first spell he had at the club was any good. But that was a long time ago. What's he done in recent years? Well, he's earned back-to-back promotions with Falkirk. And if we're being honest, Falkirk were in League One for too long. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that winning that is like great for John McGlin. I mean, it's good for Falkirk, but his last season, yada, yada, yada. And if you're to expect a team to win the championship in their first year in it, it would be like a Falkirk. You know, it would be like a Dunfermline. Now, I can't really talk because Rangers didn't win the championship our first time in it. But it's not like John McGlin, right, has took a team like East Stirling into League One, then the championship and won it. And that's not me taking away for the achievement that Falkirk have done, right? Because honestly, I mean, who predicted? Was it Jim Duffy? Jim Duffy did predict them to win it because no one would have really predicted Falkirk to win this league. I think I predicted them to come like fourth or something and do well in the playoffs, but he's overachieved. But it's not mission impossible getting Falkirk the league title, and therefore I can understand why people aren't just blindly, falling over themselves and saying, well, Big John has to be the next Hearts manager, so I can understand it. And I personally would put Derek McInnes and Stephen Robinson above John McGlin. Now, of course, when was it? John McGlin, he was in charge of the club for 8 months back in 2012, so he knows how to do the job. Craig Gordon then went on to say, and I quote, "It's tough at times at Hearts, especially when things aren't going well. The fans are so expectant and they'll let us know if it's not good enough. So we need to be able to deal with that, and that goes for everybody at the club." End of quote. I mean, how long does Craig Gordon want to keep playing for, folks? Jesus Christ, what's going on there? Of course, we recently brought you the news of the Bloom deal, 9.83 million going into the club, so that should hopefully sort Hearts out. Now, as for Derek McInnes, the reason why he could get the job after this weekend is if Kelly defeat Dundee on Saturday, they confirm their safety, and maybe that'll be viewed as a job done kind of thing. I do believe that Derek McInnes has took Kilmarnock as as far as he can. You know, he's brought them back up. He's stabilised them. He's got them into European football last season. He overachieved, and for whatever reason, because Steve Clarke did great with Kelly, and because McKinn's did last season, there's almost like this borderline acceptance and expectation that Kelly should be getting into Europe every season. They shouldn't be. Like, let's make no mistake about it. The fact that St Mirren and Kelly over the last couple of years have been getting into like the top fives and getting Europe, that is great for them. But it's also an underachievement of the true top five in Scotland. And that's, I mean, obviously Rangers and Celtic get it every year, but Aberdeen, Hibs and Hearts, it's those three underachieving that opens the door for other teams. And, Dundee United, yeah, I get it. They've been up and down the divisions like a yo-yo, but they should be also in the battle there for Europe. And of course they are this season, so we'll see how it ends up. I mean, I guess they could bottle it to St Mirren, but we'll have to wait and see. But leave your thoughts down below, Hearts fans. Derek McKinn's, I think it would be a good appointment, and it would be interesting to see Derek McKinn's back at a big club. Obviously at Aberdeen, he did no bad, but I think at Hearts, he'd do even better. I do. I strongly think that. Well, I'll say even better. I mean, obviously at Aberdeen, he did finish second a lot, but I think if you give Derek McKinn's 5 years at Hearts, for example, I think he'd be walking away with more trophies than he did in his Aberdeen spell, which wouldn't be a lot, mind you, but I think he would.